An aerial view of the many buildings making up the skyline of beautiful Houston, Texas. Our broadcast setting tonight. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche and a Beyond, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Steven Adams.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, thank you. And Kevin Porter Jr. has a new start with the Rockets. His game has been compared to James Harden's. Porter said, being a lefty, creating off the dribble, that extra swag with the step back, I couldn't ask for a better comparison, honestly. He's unguardable. And Porter Jr. should know, guys, he's the youngest ever to drop a 50-point double-double with assists.
That was an impressive performance. David, thank you for that story. Two very athletic teams here, Greg. A game that's sure to produce a lot of highlights.
It makes me think of Stacey Augmon, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Brooks at the 3 with Jackson at the 4. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's John Morant. And it's Bane in at the 2 spot. And for the Rockets, Green is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Martin in at the small forward position. Outside Porter. Pass to Martin. Here's Wood. Outside Porter. 4 on the clock. And the wide open shot from Green. Traps in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter steal, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Bane. It's stolen by Green. Here's Martin. Wood trying to free himself up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Martin. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. It's a 5-point game. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
Here's Green, following the basket by John Morant. Green passes to Wood, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Memphis. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside Martin. Passes to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. No good from outside. driving inside. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And the three ball is good. Green's got 6.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Now the pass to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Jones with it. Fires the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Wood kicks to Green. Floats one up, and the layup is good. 8 points for him.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Pass to Bain. Now Brooks lets it go with a 3. They get it back. Jackson trying to break free. Capella with the bucket.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
Green dishes to Martin. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. This season nearly complete. You look at Memphis. They're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will. And, of course, the Rockets. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And, you know, Houston, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Yeah, and it's too bad, really unfortunate, because I did think the potential was there. But at this stage, I think we've seen their best, and it's not going to be good enough this season.
Rockets trail by 3. Outside, Green. On the wing, Green. Back to Green. And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks outside. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And as the regular season winds toward the playoffs, Greg, for those teams in the upper half of the standings, how much are they looking at the seeding and their possible opponents?
Well, I don't think most would admit it, but it's human nature to think ahead, trying to map out that route and looking at how it breaks down in the bracket.
And that one falls for Brooks.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Pass to Jackson. Over Green. And the Grizzlies check on 2 more.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Green passes to Martin. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Passes it to Jones. And here is Brooks. The pass to Jackson. Capella trying to free himself up. Banked in off the glass. Jackson's got 6.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
to see the numbers for Green. Getting around 12 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds.
And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Memphis leading by 10. Pass to Jackson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He's got 8.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Now here is Martin. And a wide open look for Porter. The Rockets with another miss.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Jones finds Jackson. Brooks with it. Guarded by Green. At the teardrop, Capella. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. 6 points for Clint Capella.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Now here's Porter. And that one drops.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Pass to Bain. Now here's Brooks. Back to Jackson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Jackson's got 10.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And now a look at the numbers for Jaren Jackson.
Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. 6th in blocks, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Now here's Jones. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Payne for 3. He can't hit that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
When you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. Then for the Grizzlies, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Capella. Anderson comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Clark in for Dylan Brooks. Passes it to Anderson. And here's Jones. And there's the pass to Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
So these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
Now Jones following the three-point attempt by John Wall. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee. You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
No good from Clark. And it's Wall with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Down by 15. Makes it off the glass.
You know, sometimes you see the edge to Wall's game come out in these situations. Tight defense inside, contact, and he just is determined not to be denied.
Now here's Jones. Right wing. Here's Bain. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Tice. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Şengün. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Now here's Jones. Wall with a block.
Well, there's not much John Wall can't do defensively when he's focused because he's really athletic and fast.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
A true leader on and off the floor. Wall is a super charitable guy.
No doubt about it, GA. I mean, he raised money for rent assistance. He donated N95 masks and meals to hospitals, and that was done just in the last year or so. Very, very outgoing with his generosity.
And he makes the first.
And great to see Wall beat a couple major injuries. Had to attack rehab twice. Doesn't always get enough credit for his dedication to the game.
And so John Wall nails both of them. And for Wall, Greg, has his game changed at all now that he's into his 30s?
And he's so much stronger now. Just as liable to go through you than around you. Better at varying the tempo and controlling the pace of the game.
Adams. Jones the pass to Bain. A second chance effort. Rockets with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Now here's Jones. Here's Bain. Down low. Here's Adams. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
The Grizzlies shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Rockets. And Adams, no good on that one.
And I've heard Adams is a big gamer, video games. I mean, he doesn't watch sports in his off time like a lot of guys. He'd rather have a controller in his hand.
And so it's Memphis with it after Eric Gordon's miss. Here's Jones. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Wall. Tyus Jones picking up that last basket. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Anderson dishes to Clark. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He kicks it to Adams. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wall looking it over. An easy 2 points on the layup. Wall's got 6 points.
Wall is so strong, he's able to brush off contact and still find ways to creatively score.
And so it's Memphis looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now in his rookie season, Kevin Porter came off the bench. Now he's in Houston. He's a starter. And he analyzed the change in mentality.
You know, coming off the bench, you kind of have a feel for the game already watching it. And you're starting off. So just got to start fast. And I got to come in ready to play from the jump.
And when Porter gets out to a hot start, Greg, he's shown he's capable of some big nights.
And finding some success with the Rockets, Kevin. Now it's all about consistency and finding ways to win games.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. And guys, the Grizzlies enjoying a nice lead here.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Gordon. Reggie Bullock is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Wall. And it's Şengün in at the center position. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
And he hits the first of 3. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Williams is checked in. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter. That's superb.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. That's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. That one wide left.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I think they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Brooks checked in for Bain. The free throw drops for Gordon.
And Gordon just continues to prove why he's so valuable. I mean, he knows he's out there to shoot the ball, and he does it very well.
Now here's Morant. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Going inside. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Well, that's an easy pass for John Wall to make. As soon as he spots his teammate wide open, he's dropping that dime on time and on target.
Now here's Adams. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Trying to find Brooks. He's got it now. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. He was all alone on that one. Gordon's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Morant passes to Anderson. Back to Morant. Lets it go from deep. Anderson can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 10. To the middle. Here's Tice. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Good to see Gordon being unselfish. Excellent floor awareness and great at finding his guys in their spots.
Morant kicks to Anderson. Pass to Adams. Dishes it to Morant. Back to Adams. The kick out to Williams. Shot from 16. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And no secret here. This is what you need to do with the lead. Hit your free throws. And they're having a great second quarter at the line.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Kyle Anderson. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Green, the pass to Green. Kicks it to Porter. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Capella. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the toughness of Brooks on display. Not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Dylan Brooks taking 2 shots.
Two.
And that one falls for Brooks. And both free throws good for Brooks. Rockets trail by 12. Stolen by Brooks. Morant with it. Now Green defending. Here's Williams. Here's Brooks. That one a little long. The Rockets have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. One area where Wood does a lot of the damage is in the screen game.
Yeah, he's done a really good job understanding how to roll into scoring opportunities. He can pop out and hit the 20-footer as well. And these are the big man skills that teams are looking for in the way the game is played today.
Free throw good, Wood.
And, you know, we talk about how Wood has moved around the league. He also attended 3 different high schools. So he's been searching for direction for a long time.
Both free throws good from Wood. And now Wood is laser focused, putting up all-star numbers over long stretches.
And you look at where he started compared to where he is now. Wood may be one of the most improved players we've ever seen, especially if he continues to ascend from here.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that?
You don't. I mean, as a defender, you got to just stash that one in the memory bank and make sure it doesn't burn you the next time.
Puts one up from 19. That shot missing, and it's Memphis the other way. At one point, they led by 16.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Grizzlies have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Clint Capella, 2 shots.
That's good from Capella.
Clint Capella is a guy who's a defensive anchor and takes quality shots, and because of that, he plays his role to perfection.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. It's a 14-point game. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Wood kicks to Porter. Knocked loose. Stolen by Brooks. Takes it from 10. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Here's Green. Williams with the block. Capella, high post. It's hauled in by Wood. Rockets trail by 14. Outside, Martin. Six to shoot. And the rejection by Jackson. Fades away. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
The Rockets making a switch here. Tate's checked in.
Jae'Sean Tate.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Morant looking around. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Here's Porter. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in. And Porter, no good on that one.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Jackson with it, and it's Martin picking him up.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
That's good from Jackson.
And you have to respect Jaren Jackson's toughness. This kid has had some early injury struggles, but he always returns to the floor determined to pick up right where he left off.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jackson hits both of them.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Wood finds Martin. And some nice passing there by Houston. Morant against Porter. Clock at 4. Houston needs to get a shot. The three is good, and he got fouled in the act of shooting. This could turn into a 4-point play.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Clark outside. Jones the pass to Morant. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Rockets have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Pass to Wood. Outside Porter. Shoots over Morant. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
Team is in the penalty.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Was completely out of sync on his free throws, and I'm sure that led him to some extra work at the foul line. And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
And that one misses.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Green. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Wood with the bucket.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, on fire tonight. I mean, Capella's scoring numbers can come from a lot of directions. Lots of dunks, lay-ins, and putbacks. They can add up quickly.
Jackson against Martin. To the paint. It's stolen by Capella. Jackson against Martin. Jackson kicks to Jones. There's the dish to Clark. Over Porter. And another basket for Memphis.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent three-ball shooter.
Now here is Martin. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Indiana. Porter passes to Wood. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Wood's got 7 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Clark outside. Green against Morant. Fires from the line. Porter pulls it in.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Here's Martin. That shot off the mark. And it's Memphis the other way.
And coming out of high school, Ja Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
Here's Green. Tyus Jones picking up that last basket.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the first half. Porter, no luck. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past Ja Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
Now, here's Capella. Brandon Clark missing his last shot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Timeout called the Rockets. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win.
Sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and then the momentum swings their way.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Get loud for your Quad City Dancers. All right, look who's coming out of the court. Get loud for your Quad City Dancers.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Adams, he's checked in for Capella. Kyle Anderson comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Bain in for Tyus Jones. Now here's Gordon. He's got 8. And the pass to Bullock. Wall against Morant. Shot clock at 6. Wall's shot is good. Wall's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Adams, the pass to Bain. Clark with it. Some nice passing there by Memphis to the right side. Morant kicks to Anderson. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Rockets trail by 18. Just his first attempt. It's Clark with the rebound. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his
Easy
first
to
personal
appreciate
foul.
the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him
At
those
the
calls.
line for the
First trip to the
Grizzlies,
free throw line for him in this one.
Brandon Clark.
Numbers
At
this
the
year at the
line for
line
two.
below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
And that one misses.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
He's off on the second. Rockets trail by 18. Inside. The kick out to Wall. The 10-footer. That one, no good. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Grizzlies lead by 18. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Clint Capella has been sensational.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Brooks at the 3 with Jackson at the 4. Then there's Ja Morant. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Bain in at the 2. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And finished off by Morant.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Outside, Martin. He kicks it to Porter. Back to Martin. Lock at 6. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Bain passes to Brooks. Basket counts. Brooks has got 11 points.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Green dishes to Porter. Good on the three-point shot.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Morant drives in. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Green passes to Green. And here's Porter. Green kicks to Martin. And the basket is good. 10 points for him. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 22 is their biggest lead. Down low, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Porter passes to Green. Outside, Martin. Shot clock at 5. Over Jackson, and it's Houston with another.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Morant. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And that was all Morant. Aware of the defense, figuring out how to get to his spot.
Green finds Wood. And some nice passing there by Houston. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Over Porter. It's rebounded by Houston.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And the shot is good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And the Grizzlies leading by 19 points. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
That's his first.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
Free throw no good for Capella. Rockets trail by 21. Porter kicks to Green. Back to Porter. Good trying to free himself up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his 2nd personal foul. First team foul.
For Houston, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Kevin Porter Jr. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Porter. And he makes the first but misses the second. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Here's Williams. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella's so good at finishing around the rim, showing you right there. Great explosiveness inside.
To the inside. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Porter for the 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Good work there as it goes. Brooks has got 13.
Oh, the balance Brooks has is impressive. Able to work through the defense and still capitalize.
Outside Porter. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Now Brooks, 13 points in the game. Morant kicks to Williams. Floats it up there for Morant. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them. And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And Craig, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Anderson making some changes. Daniel Tice is checked in for Green. Jae'Sean comes in for Martin. And John Wall subbed in for Kevin Porter. And Memphis also making a switch. Adams checked in. Here's Wood. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game. Outside Williams. Morant passes to Brooks. From the top of the key. The putback, and it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Brooks outside. He dishes it to Williams. Tice against Brooks. Just 4 to shoot. Here's the 3. The Rockets pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Wall against Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
One of the things that makes Wall so tough in his position is his athleticism. And he's able to use that to draw fouls inside.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen even to the best of them. You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
The first one falls.
Boy, what a comeback by John Wall. He went 2 years between games after that Achilles injury suffered in 2018. Really good to see him back.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Anderson, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Clark comes in for Williams. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. And so Wall nails both of them. And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. To the left side wing. Here's Anderson. No good on that one. The Rockets go the other way with it. All with it. 12 points for him. To the middle. Here's Şengün. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
Boy, when you see the term offensive catalyst, John Wall is one of the first names that comes to my mind.
Jones looking for an opening. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip. Houston's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
They get a hand on it. And oh, here we go. Wall, nobody back. And Wall with the slam.
Now, let me remind you, John Wall has been an all-defensive player in the NBA. When engaged, he can lock down and lock you up.
Now here's Brooks. He's guarded by Bullock. Brooks, the pass to Anderson. Adams down low. He's guarded by Bullock. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Houston gets called for the foul. He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
That one is off. Gordon's checked in for Tate. Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also. Rockets trail by 20. To the paint. It's stolen by Adams. Wall against Morant. And finished off by Morant.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Softly drops in the floater. Morant's got 20.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Wall against Morant. And Wall kicks to Bullock. Pass to Gordon. And some nice passing there by Houston. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Şengün. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Knocked away. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Clark outside. Brooks outside. Wide open look. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now here's Wall. 14 points for him. Şengün passes to Bullock. Outside Gordon. 5 on the clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Gordon's got 10 points.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Morant dishes to Adams. And Tice throws it down.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Morant against Tice. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his
And
second
going up
personal foul.
strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
It's his first trip to the line.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
And he can't get the first one.
And the 2020 Rookie of the Year, Ja Morant, went to a mid-major, overlooked out of high school. Ja exploded that sophomore season and went from a relative unknown to 2nd overall pick in the draft. An incredible underdog story.
Baines checked in for Adams. And he sinks the second. 1:11 left in the third quarter. And here's Wall. He's got 14. Shoots over Morant. Wall's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Lets a floater go. Offensive rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's Bain, defended by Gordon. Bain passes to Clark. It's stolen by Tice. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Wall kicks to Tice. Wall against Morant. Passes it to Bain. And it's blocked by Gordon. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
That's John Wall.
Wall's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Daniel Tice. Porter is out there with Wall. Then it's Green, and it's Martin in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Count it.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Bain for 3, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
It's stolen by Capella. Clark outside. Anderson dishes to Clark. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
The pass to Green. And some nice passing there by Houston. Martin kicks to Porter. And the rejection by Jackson. Clark outside. Back to Jackson. Sinks that one from the post.
And don't forget, his dad played in the NBA as well. So Jackson probably grew up getting bumped all the time trying to score in the backyard.
And Capella sends it back. Jackson against Green. Inside. Porter with the steal. And Greg, the league's in a great place for talent. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker and Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on and on. And a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
It's deflected. Stolen by Jackson. That's tipped. Here's Clark. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
some changes for Memphis. Tillman, he's checked in for Capella. Williams comes in for Brandon Clark. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. Houston's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Green, the pass to Tate, 5 to shoot. From deep, Wood nailed from three-point land.
And, you know, that's a shot Wood can hit. The defense can't give him room to take it.
On the wing, Jones, guarded by Green. Jones with the bounce pass. Williams passes to Jackson. Outside, Jones puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Wood. Rockets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. House kicks to Tate. Pass to Garuba. Here's Wood. To the inside. House. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Pass to Tillman. Outside, Jones. The 11-footer. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Jones against Green. Down low. And Wood, the bucket on the assist from Green.
Well, we talk about it all the time. Hard work pays off, and Wood works extremely hard to fight for the finish he wanted there.
To the middle. Passes it to Tillman. Back to Williams. Here's Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Tillman, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Brooks checked in. Morant against Wood. Elbow shot is on the way. And that one's good. Morant's got 23 points.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Green passes to Porter. Kicks to Martin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Kenyon Martin Jr., 2 shots.
Two shots.
That's good from Martin. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Outside Gordon. Here's Green. The pass to Wood. Feeds it to Green. Wood trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Green's got his first bucket in this one. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Morant outside. Wood with the block.
Boy, the length and activity of Wood making a huge impact here.
Houston's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And some nice passing there by Houston. Hill looking around. Morant dishes to Hill. Pass to Adams. He kicks it to Morant. Green with the block. Outside Gordon. It's tipped. It's stolen by Hill. Morant against Green. Morant passes to Bain. No good on the triple. Rockets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Back to Green. Dishes to Green. Pass to Martin. Now here's Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Gordon missing. Morant against Gordon. Up top, Morant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Second team.
Kevin Porter's checked in for the Rockets.
Checking in for the
Then for
Grizzlies.
the Grizzlies, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Adams. Jaren Jackson comes in for Hill. And it's Dylan Brooks in for McDaniels. Wood finds Green, and Green slams it in.
Really a smart look that time by Wood, giving the ball up to his wide-open teammate.
Lob pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Down low, here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Back to Green. Martin, the pass to Porter. Here's Wood with the drive. Shot clock at 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And so here is Houston. Here's Green, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Jackson finds Brooks. Here's Bain. The tray. Green with the rebound.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
So both teams making some changes here. Outside, Jones. It's back to Hill. Here's Capella. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Capella's got 24 points.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Grizzlies.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year. So tonight we'll make it 46.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
Well, they're going to finish, like you said, 4-0 against them, and you're right, very impressive.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance.
For Ja Morant.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Gordon against Morant. Outside, Jones. 6 to shoot. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Passes it to Bullock. From deep three-point range. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we're behind you. So
you all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.